Hi! There's a question that customers love to ask. How do I use the great analytics in SAP Analytics Cloud on real-time data? Cool and easy to use analytics and live data. But how do I get there? How do we connect our data in real time? Glenn, you're the expert. Welcome. Tell us how.
Hi, Jesse. It's simple. Keep your business data where it is, on-premise, and use SAP Live Data Connections to access it in real time. You can do this for all of your SAP Analytics Cloud stories, dashboards, planning, and modeling.
Live data connections. Okay, tell me about them.
One big issue customers always have is data security and privacy. In fact, many customers prefer to leave their data always on-premise and never move it to the cloud. So when you use Live Data Connections to SAP Analytics Cloud, your data stays on-premise, you keep full control of data privacy, and you don't have to move big amounts of data from your on-premise systems out to the cloud.
So we keep total control of our data. That's reassuring.
Yeah. And also, a lot of customers have already invested in complex data models. They're using BW queries, SAP HANA views. A live data connection means you can leverage these models and at the same time take advantage of SAP Analytics Cloud's great story building experience. And the best thing is, it's all done in real time.
Okay, so my data is secure. I get to use existing data models, and I get to leverage tons of new analytic capabilities all in real time. Sign me up, really. How do I get started?
Well, first you start with a project. Okay, you'll need to bring together stakeholders and experts. You'll probably start with your SAP Analytics Cloud administrator and data source experts, say for SAP BW or S/4HANA. These are the people who know where the data is and what to configure. You'll also need security experts for everything around data access, maybe other administrators for the corporate infrastructure. Bring all of the right people together and you start a project.
So the important thing is that the administrator needs to get SAP Analytics Cloud and the backend teams like BW or S/4HANA talking to each other and having a conversation.
That's it.
But see, technically though, how does this work? How do you think we should set up these connections?
Our recommendation is to set up a direct connection using what we call cross-origin resource sharing. CORS for short.
Okay, you're going to have to explain that one to me.
It sounds complicated, Jesse, but it really isn't. Let me explain. You've got SAP Analytics Cloud running in your browser and you're viewing a story. You're getting the story page from the cloud domain. But just say your live data is sitting somewhere else in an on-premise BW system on a different domain. Now, your browser by default won't let you get to that data while you're viewing the page on SAP Analytics Cloud, because this would violate something that's called same origin policy. It's a security measure that browsers use to stop malicious scripts on one page from getting access to sensitive data on another page.
And that level of security is a good thing, right?
It is a good thing, but it also means some work needs to be done so that your stories can access the live data. That's where CORS comes in. It's a sharing mechanism that allows restricted resources on a web page, in this case your data, to be requested from another domain outside of SAP Analytics Cloud. Another advantage using CORS for direct connections is that there aren't any components or servers, anything between your SAP Analytics Cloud and your data. A direct connection gives you better performance and it's easier to set up. You can do this for direct live connections to SAP HANA, S/4HANA, BW, and your SAP universes.
So CORS simplifies the connection process. See, that's great, but what if we just simplified the whole user experience? I don't want to have to remember more than one login and one password. Please tell me that's possible, Glenn.
That's the easy part. With SAP Analytics Cloud, you can configure end-to-end single sign-on. So let's say your organization is using an existing identity provider, something like Microsoft Azure Active Directory. You can configure both SAP Analytics Cloud and your on-premise data sources to use that same identity provider. That way, users will have a single username and password.
Great. Single sign-on makes life easy. That's fine with me.
Yeah, they log on just once to SAP Analytics Cloud, and that's it. They won't be prompted again when they access the live data. And there's no need to remember multiple usernames and multiple passwords. We just want our users' story and data interaction to be as easy and as straightforward as possible. Then they can totally focus on creating business value from their analytics.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Glenn.
Anytime. Thanks, Jesse.
So there you have it. With live data connections to SAP Analytics Cloud, your corporate data stays on-premise, and you can use real-time data in your stories, dashboards, planning, and predictive models. Check out the links below for information on setting up the live data connections, and keep coming back to see what's new and what's been updated. Let's connect again soon. Until then, keep doing beautiful things with SAP Analytics Cloud.